Hello, everybody. Not sure who's out there. I'm going to give a couple minutes here to get everybody on before we get started. Hey, Cookie. Hey, Sandra. How are things over at Thrive? So glad you're here. Hey, Ari, Samantha. My husband's on. Yay. Hi, Happy. Hope you guys are doing good. What have you guys been up to? You have to write your comments because I can actually see what you guys are typing out here. Yay, Happy. Hold on, let's see here. Hi, Cookie. There's Kayla saying, hi, Mom. Hi, Annie. I am in my office. We have some things going on over there. Cyrus is actually having drum lessons right now with Davis. So he's over there. And Cameron and Noy them are getting ready for dinner. Happy you guys went for a walk. It was a good day to go for a walk. Ooh, Samantha got back from a walk too. Things are busy, more work there. Sandra, I'm so glad that you guys are doing well over there at Thrive. So excited to see you all logged on here. Ooh, hey, you know what? Hey, Cookie, you're going to appreciate this, okay? Before I get started with the story, we're going to talk a little bit and let people get logged on. But we tried the the Disneyland churro recipe today. And I got to tell you, it actually was good. I mean, it's not Disneyland, but we used the same recipe and it was good. We are going to make Dole Whip for dessert. So that should be pretty interesting. Doing some Dole Whip. Let's see, Happy. The weather was, oh, you did, oh, fun. The weather, it was nice today. We were out and about. We hadn't been out of the house for a few days, so we did some shopping, some grocery shopping, and all that. Hi, Jaya. Hi, Iris. Yay! Love it, love it. Love seeing you guys on there. Ari, delicious. And, oh, and dinner tonight, Cameron and them are doing hot pot. I should do a video with that. I don't know if you guys know what hot pot is. So it's like a soup, and you can put all your vegetables in it and thinly sliced meat. So if you guys have never done hot pot before, maybe we'll do that on an off day, so I can show you how we put it together. It's kind of warm today, but the kids and Noy were like, let's do hot pot. So we're like, okay, we'll do hot pot. So we're gonna do hot pot. Okay, so I am gonna start reading. I hope that you guys are having a great week, first of all. It is Easter week, and I hope you guys have had was able to view all of our videos this week, starting from Sunday when we did the Palm Sunday message. Then Ari brought to us, she did worship on Monday. Miss Cookie did the Passover, communion and Passover message on Tuesday. Is that Passover? Yeah, Tuesday. Miss Samantha did some great crafts on Wednesday. And Ari actually did our message for, for Good Friday today. Or no, sorry, yesterday for today, because today's Good Friday. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Maddie, Lexi. Hope you guys are doing well. I see you guys just joined on there. So we have some great things in store for you guys this weekend on Sunday. So after I read the story today, I will talk to you guys about what to expect on Sunday from Children's Ministry. We are going to do an egg hunt, and so I am excited to talk to you guys about that because it's all going to be online. All right, so I am, when Cameron was a baby, I was into Precious Moments, and I did a lot of Precious Moments, did a lot of books on that, and I actually got this book right here. Can I see that? Let's see, I'm right there. Okay, so this is the Precious Moments, Stories from the Bible. This is Cameron's, this is one of the first books I got Cameron when she was a toddler. Oh, I miss you guys too. A toddler. So we've had this and Cameron's 20 now. So we probably have had this for over 15 years for sure. And so we've read a lot from it. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to read out of Precious Moments, stories from the Bible. And it's a number of different stories kind of put together to give us the Easter story. So we're going to read that. Hey, Sherelle, the Daniels family is online. Hope you guys are doing well. I see all you guys' fun videos over there at your house. Okay, so again, this is the Easter story. We might be going over 15 minutes or so, and that's totally okay. If you guys need to cut out, totally understand. But again, I'm reading from Precious Moments, Stories from the Bible. So the first one, and it's coming out of Matthew 26, 20 through 25. And it is about 5 short stories that I'm going to read. And I'll tell you guys where you can find them in Scripture. I miss the Daniels family too. Hi, Miss Jaya, miss you. Okay, so the friendly enemy. Not everyone Jesus met loved him. There were some who hated him. They didn't like to hear They didn't like to hear about their sins. They thought that they were perfect. They were enemies of Jesus. They wouldn't listen to him. They wouldn't obey him, and they wouldn't love him. They didn't want other people to love Jesus either. And everywhere Jesus went, he met some who believed and some who didn't. He told them that he was the king. He told them that he was a savior from sin. Some people thought he would be a king on earth. They thought he would have a palace and a throne. They just didn't understand that he was a heavenly king. One of Jesus' enemies was a close friend. In fact, he was one of the 12 men that Jesus loved most. Do you guys know who that was? Comment, put the answers on the comment. They were called the 12 disciples. And just before the time when Jesus would die for our sins, he had his friends together for supper. And while they were eating, Jesus surprised them. He said, "Someone is going to take me to be killed, and it is one of you, my friends." They were almost too shocked to answer. They all thought, "Kill you, Jesus? We love you too much to kill you." Finally, when they could speak, they called out, "Who is it, Lord? Is it I? Will I be the one to do such a terrible thing?" Even the very man who was going to do it said, "Jesus, am I the one?" Do you guys know who that was? I haven't seen any comments yet. Can you guess? Anybody can guess? His name was Judas. Jesus looked right at him and answered, "Judas, you have said it. You are the one." When Jesus said that, Judas grabbed his things and he ran out quickly. He thought, how does Jesus know? How can he tell my sinful heart? How? How could he tell? And Jesus was right. He knew exactly what had happened. Judas had taken 30 pieces of silver. That would be about $20 today. And that was his pay. He was going to sell Jesus to be killed. Now we're going to move on to Matthew chapter 26, verse 36 through 50. And this section is called Sold by a Kiss. After Judas left the supper table, Jesus and his friends went out to the garden. Jesus wanted to be alone with his friends and his Father, and he knew that during this night he would be taken. Judas and the enemies would soon arrive. Jesus asked his disciples to stay and to pray. He wanted to talk to God about their plan to save men, but while Jesus prayed, his friends slept. 3 times Jesus had to wake them up. And suddenly they heard the clatter of swords. A small army of men was coming, and Judas was with them. He was ready to kiss Jesus. That way the soldiers would know which man to grab. Judas came to Jesus and said, "Master." Then he quickly kissed Jesus on the cheek. He had earned his money. He did his job. He sold Jesus for a kiss. The soldiers had their man. They were enemies of Jesus. At last they captured him, and now they had hoped to kill him. While Jesus was taken away, where do you think his friends were? Where do you guys think they were? They were so scared. They saw the soldiers and the swords, and they just took off. They ran. They left Jesus with the enemy. Now we're going to go to Matthew chapter 27, 19 through 26, and this section is called In the Courtroom. Jesus had to have a trial. His enemies couldn't just kill him, so they took him to court. They said things about him that weren't true. They were hoping to make Jesus seem like a very bad man. Jesus listened to their angry words, and he was very quiet. He was sad because Jesus didn't understand that he came to earth because he loved us. Next, Jesus was taken to Pilate, the governor, and Pilate asked Jesus questions. He listened carefully to what Jesus said. He didn't think that Jesus would die. But the crowd wanted him to die. They kept calling, "Kill him! Kill him!" The people were so angry. They screamed and they hollered. They shouted. They were crazy with hate for Jesus. Finally, Pilate said, "I can't find anything wrong with this man, but I will give you a choice. We will let one man go free. Let Jesus free or let Barabbas free." Barabbas free. Barabbas was a robber and a killer. Pilate was sure that the people wouldn't want this bad man running free, but the people cried and screamed even louder, "Give us Barabbas! Give us Barabbas!" Pilate washed his hands. He didn't think Jesus was evil, but the people were filled with anger, so Jesus would be killed. Matthew chapter 27, verse 27 through 32, making fun of Jesus. Pilate gave Jesus to the soldiers. They took off most of his clothes. They beat Jesus. They put on a purple coat on him. Someone made him a crown of thorny twigs, and they put that on his head, and it hurt. But Jesus didn't complain. Jesus was quiet. He didn't say a word. Jesus took all of this for us, for your sins and mine. Why? Because he loves us. Then they gave Jesus a stick to hold, and they were pretending he was a king. They laughed and they giggled. Some even bowed down in front of him, and they called him, "Hail, the King of Jews." Others spit in his face. One man took the stick and poked it at his head. Oh, what fun they had. How mean they were. God's perfect son, Jesus, took it all with no complaint. He said nothing while they beat him. Perfect Jesus didn't deserve this. You did, I did, but Jesus took it for us. Then they put his own clothes back on him, and they led him away to be killed. Jesus was made to carry the cross on which he would die. The cross was very heavy, and it was a long way to the hill where robbers and bad men were nailed to the crosses so that they would die. Jesus became so weak that he couldn't carry his cross anymore. And just then, a big, strong man named Simon happened to come along. The soldiers forced him to carry Jesus' cross. Now, Matthew 27, 33 through 38. And this section is titled The Darkest Day. When they came to a hill called Calvary, Simon laid the cross down. Jesus was laid on it. Then the soldiers pounded nails into his hands and his feet. The men dug the deep hole into the ground. Then that big cross with Jesus was put into the hole. The cross was pushed high into the air, and there hung Jesus. He was nailed to a cross of wood, and the soldiers put a sign over his head. It said, "This is Jesus, King of the Jews." The two other men were killed that day. They were robbers. They deserved to be punished. But Jesus, the perfect Son of God, didn't. No, he was there because of our sins. The worst part came next. God left his only Son alone. To have his heavenly Father forsake him was a terrible punishment, and Jesus took all this punishment for us. He died for us because he loved us so much. Matthew 27, 56 through 66, and Matthew 28, 1 through 8, the brightest day. When Jesus died, the sky became coal black. The ground shook, and the curtain in the temple ripped from the top to the bottom. Graves were open, and many people that were watching were so afraid. Now they knew Jesus really was the Son of God. And later that day, one of Jesus' friends came to get his body. He wrapped it in white cloths. He buried Jesus in his own grave. It was in the side of a rocky hill. Then he rolled a big stone in front of it and left. But Pilate was afraid. He had let God's Son be killed. He thought Jesus might escape, or maybe some of his friends might steal the body. So he ordered guards to watch the grave. And early Sunday morning, 2 women came to visit the grave. But just as they got there, the ground shook very hard. The houses rattled, the rocks jiggled, and an angel pushed the stone away from the grave. Jesus' body was gone. The grave was just plain empty. No body, no Jesus. He had risen from the grave just as God had planned. Luke 24:50 through 52, and Revelation 3:20, heaven and home. Jesus met many of his friends and disciples, and how happy they were to see him. There Jesus was alive again. They talked excitedly. They thought he would stay on earth and live with them. But Jesus was going back to live with his Father. He had been on earth for 33 years, and he wanted to return to heaven. One day, as he was walking with them, he gave them a blessing. As he finished blessing them, his body began to float up from the ground. Higher and higher he went. Slowly he rose until his head went into the clouds. Then his feet disappeared. Finally, Jesus had disappeared completely. Jesus was living in heaven again. This part of God's plan was over, and his son Jesus did everything that needed to be done on earth. And that's why you and I can go to heaven one day if we believe God and love him. Jesus now lives in heaven, but he can also live in you. You only have to close your eyes and pray. Ask Jesus to come into your heart and live with you. If you pray this prayer, God will come in because he promised it. He said, "And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved." Acts 2:21. Again, I was reading from my Precious Moments book, Stories from the Bible. This was Cameron's, one of her first books when she was a toddler. And so I wanted to share that story with you this weekend, just because this weekend is a really big weekend. It's not just Easter as the world celebrates it, but it is Resurrection Sunday. Today is Good Friday. It's a big thing for us Christians. It's an important weekend for us Christians. And on Sunday, my team and I, myself, Miss Ari, Miss Cookie from Cultivate Special Needs, and Miss Samantha will be sharing the resurrection story all together on Sunday morning. So I invite you families to log online and listen to Pastor Perry, where he's doing 3 services on Sunday. So 8:30, 10, and 11:30. After you get to one of those services, we're going to be sending out a reminder at 9 a.m. on Sunday for everybody to watch our video. It's going to be on the main church website under Children's. It'll be right there on the front. And you'll be able to listen to the video and listen to our stories. We are using resurrection eggs. I don't know if you guys see that. Resurrection eggs. So we're going to continue that, and we're going to go all the way through. After that, okay, are you guys listening? After that, we wanted to do something different. Obviously, we had to do something different for Easter. We had planned this big celebration at church, and unfortunately, we're not able to be together for the first time this Easter. However, my team and I came up with a great idea, and so a few other churches are doing it around the nation. And so what we're going to be doing on Sunday, after you listen to our message on Sunday morning, at 11 o'clock, another text is going to come out. That text is going to have a link for the families to click on and go on our Easter egg hunt online. All right. And what that's going to look like is the four of us, again, Ari, Samantha, Cookie, and I, we hid eggs, sort of, okay? Hid, sort of, eggs around our home. I did my living room and Kayla's room and my front yard. I think Miss Cookie did like her, she has a Mickey room or something like that. I think she did that. So we hid eggs, and you guys, we took pictures, and what you guys are going to do is you are going to count how many eggs there are that you can find. There is a number, so you're going to count how many eggs, and then you're going to be able to put your answers on online, okay? So right next to our picture, you're going to see not kind of like a survey, I guess it is, where a submission where you can put your answers there, and it's going to get to us, okay? So what's that going to look like is you're going to count all the eggs in the room. You're going to give us the number. I think we did 3 rooms each, so 12 rooms, 12 spaces, excuse me. So 12 spaces each, and so we're going to be doing that. And so you are going to go ahead and count up the eggs, give us your number. Now, after that, you're only going to get 2 hours to do that, okay? 2 hours to do that. You're going to do that with your family. I think it's going to be for the whole family. It's going to be a lot of fun. So parents, if you're watching, you probably want to get up, if you have one of those big monitors that you have on your computer, or you can put it up on your TV, however you want to do it, straight from the website. Open it up, and you can zoom it in. You can take a look at it, all of that, and count how many eggs, okay? What's going to happen after you submit your entries? The first 40, okay? The first 40 that have given us their answers and as close as possible to the numbers for every room, we will be making deliveries to your door that afternoon. We're going to take time to make some deliveries. So there's 4 of us, so 10 of us will do each. This is in Elk Grove, okay? Now, if you're in Galt or you're in Lodi, we may be able to get out there. I don't know. We'll have to see what we get as far as entries and winners, okay? So we're going to do our best to deliver those Sunday afternoon. My family's getting together in the afternoon, so hopefully we'll take care of those before we all gather together that evening. So we wanted to do something fun for you guys. We miss you guys so much. It is different, definitely different doing things from home and not being with you guys in one big room. So know from the bottom of our hearts, my team and I, we miss you guys like crazy. All right? Well, that's all that I got for tonight. I pray that you guys have a great resurrection weekend. If I don't see you before then, spend time with your families. Parents, I encourage you to pray with your kids this weekend, especially on Sunday. Kids, I ask you to pray for your parents. Pray together as a family, especially this Easter. Pastor's got a great message on Sunday, so I hope you guys tune into that. All right, you guys, share this video because there's a lot of our families that didn't see this video. So if you want to share this video, hit share on the bottom. Leave me some comments. Let's see here. I see some that just logged on. Hold on, let me go back here. Who came on? Vanessa came on. Oh, Christina, that means Kylie's on. Let's see, who else? Uh-oh, where am I at? He wants me to type a comment. Nope, hold on. Faith is on. Faith and Isabella. Hi, guys. Miss you. Hi, Kira. Miss hearing your voice. You're going to have to send me a video. All right. Okay, guys. That's all for us. I did see Tess on here. Let me see. Did I see Tess? I did see Tess. And Elaine and Priscilla. Hope you guys are doing great. And hope you guys are staying healthy. All right. Let's see. Hi, Isabella. All right, you guys. I pray that you guys have a great weekend, and we hope to see you guys real soon. Love you guys. Miss you. Have a great weekend. Bye.